We received a few complaints with regard in particular to matters arising from tenants finding properties in states that they wouldn't ordinarily expect them to find them. Either there's been misleading photographs of a property they've occupied, or items within properties which haven't been up to standards, which we would expect the agents involved with the landlord to make good, or to ensure that there are in fit and tenantable condition, and they haven't been, and that's the nature of some of the complaints we've received. We've also received complaints in relation to matters which are breaches of the OFT's Real Estate Agent Code of Conduct, and we've tackled those as well.
What types of breaches?
We've had breaches in relation to the advertising of the properties, and they weren't in keeping with the codes, and also in relation to some material information which was not disclosed as we would expect it to be disclosed to consumers who have the right to be fully informed before they engage for a tenancy.
Of the recent complaints you've had, have any of those been promoted to investigation or taken even further to court, for example?
At this stage of the last batch of complaints we received, 3 have been investigated, 2 have resulted in best practice guidance being given to real estate agents, which they've taken on board, we're happy to say, and 1 is still being investigated. Nothing has escalated beyond that to the OFT Commission or to the Magistrates Court or any other court.
So what advice would you have for consumers, but also tenants, real estate agents involved in these situations, so that they can avoid an issue of this nature?
We would advise them to make sure that they understand what they're getting themselves into, by first ensuring that they read the terms and conditions of the contracts they're entering into, and real estate agents have and landlords should be providing those in written form to the potential tenant or purchaser of a property. They should get acquainted with the OFT's codes of conduct for real estate agents, because that has quite high level and easy to read standards which real estate agents should be meeting. We would also advise that if you go into a new property, or you're thinking of buying or renting a property, go into the property, check it out, that everything is working properly, that things are as you would expect, beg your pardon, and that you are happy in that particular premises, and that it's up to your particular standards.
Now, in addition, the OFT recently posted about complaints relating to retail. So could you just give us a brief summary of what the nature of those complaints?
Yes, we do have a weekly update on the most common complaints in a week, on any given week. We post that on social media. This week has been in relation to retail, and it relates to refunds, in which people trying to refund items which they bought, in relation to which, in this occasion, the consumer didn't have a right of refund. And we've also had issues which are quite common in relation to goods which have been bought and they've been faulty, and therefore they have a right in law to be able to return faulty goods.